All right. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to my channel here, Antonicus Aurelius Motivates. Welcome back to another episode. And today is Saturday. I'm back out here again, and y'all already know what we do over here. Who's done been with me on my channel? You already know that we do a topic of the day every day, and that I do my walking talk. For those of y'all who are new here, I always go ahead and give a little introduction and tell a little bit about myself. So basically, what this channel is all about, man, it's all about positive, motivational, uplifting, and encouraging things. And the reason why I'm doing this channel, and I tell this story every time, is because I survived pure hell. I really shouldn't even be alive right now. People shot my house in a drive-by shooting on the night of September 25th at about 11:30 in the night on 2024 with a drive-by shooting. And yeah, they put bullet holes all in my mom's wall and in her ceiling in her bedroom. Put bullet holes in my wall in my kitchen. The next day, my mom swept up a projectile bullet off the floor. Whoever it was, they emptied a whole clip of an AR style rifle. Pat, 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 pat. Made me dive bomb in my hallway. Almost died. So anyway, I have a new appreciation for my life now. And so, every day that I'm still alive, still breathing, I'm utilizing the rest of my life left to do positive things, to try to encourage other people who still in the struggle, as me myself am, to let you know that, hold on, just stay strong, never give up, man. And basically that's what I'm doing right now. I'm not giving up for nothing, man, because these people must pay the price for what they did to us in my life. And pretty much people traumatized, tormented, and terrorized my life here. Pretty much tried to bring me down to $0 and 0 cents, man. Sabotaged me, put nails in my tire after the shooting. I was told by 2 Walmart employees, tire people, that I was set up, that nails don't go into sidewalls of your tire like that. So, and I know the reason why I've been targeted because of this stuff is because of what I do, or what I've been doing in the past. My music that represents Jesus Christ, uplifts his name and everything like that. So ever since that when I started that back in 2013, people have been real judgmental. Like, people have pretty much targeted me. Well, really, it isn't people, it's the devil himself. So that's what I know. And it's also spoken of in the book of Ephesians in chapter 6, verse 12. So these are my enemies, you know what I mean? And in the military, they teach you to know your enemy, so that way you can build strategies to overcome your enemies. So, I know that the way I overcome my enemies is by putting on the full armor. Ephesians chapter 6, the same chapter 6, verse 10 to 18. So that's what I do every morning when I wake up. I put on the full armor of God. Anyway, with all that being said, man, I'm going to stop wasting time, and I'm just going to go ahead and get straight into the topic. Y'all already know, who've already been with me, Oh, and by the way, appreciate all the new subscribers, man. Everybody who then came onto my channel, and all those who are to come in the future. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into this topic. So the topic of the day, man, it's going to be on how when you understand your worth, when you finally understand your self-worth, then at that very moment, you stop allowing people to trample over you and walk all over you and use you like a stomping doormat. You start understanding that you're worth more than that to God and to yourself. So anyway, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into this topic. And then y'all already know what I do every time. After I begin the topic, I get out, I do my little walk and talk, and then I break it all down for you, tell you how I feel about it. If anybody would like to leave any positive feedback in the comment section, I appreciate that. Also, I appreciate all the likes. I appreciate everybody who subscribes, and if you would ring my bell so you could be notified every time when I create new content. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this topic. Let's go. All right. So just like I was saying, man, you know, when you understand your self-worth, regardless of whether other people realize it or not, or can't see it, then you also know that the Most High sees it, even if they can't. He knows your worth, and you are valuable to him. You are valuable to the Most High God. And that's really all that matters. You know, and when you realize that and you understand that, then you also stop allowing people to trample all over you and stomp all over you like you were some kind of doormat. Because they will do that for as long as they can until you stop it, until you stop that. You know, and they know no end. Some people know no end. Let me get past this traffic. Always got to get past that little spot right there, excuse the distraction. But people know no end, man. They will, like the saying goes, it really is true, man. If you give, here we go with more distractions, background noise. Anyway, if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. Every single time. Every single time. You can't. You cannot give these people an inch because they're going to take a mile every single time. But, you learn where to start drawing the lines in the sand, you know? Like, hey, you can't, listen, you can't do this to me no more. You know? I know that I'm worth more than that. You know what I mean? And then at that time, you probably gonna piss a lot of people off. You know what I mean? But oh well, you know, it's like, oh well, whatever. Let them be mad, because you know, really, at the end of the day, you're the only one that's gonna make yourself happy. They're not. Listen, people are selfish in this day and age, man. Very selfish. Very, very selfish, man. It took me, you know, coming down to a place in my life to where I found out just how people are, man. People are not loyal, man. They are not loyal. You know? And also, I think this was shown before in like a couple of, like, I don't know where I saw it before on TV when I used to watch a lot of TV. I don't even really watch that much of TV anymore, but when I did, I think there was this show of like this guy who was like, and I can't even remember what I just know this much. Pretty much, I'm just gonna put this out there. It was like this guy, right, who, he was rich, but nobody knew it. He pretended to be like, this person who was just like a lowly type of worker on a job, but little did the people know he was like this super famous rich person And pretty much everybody ended up showing him their true colors, and then when it was revealed who he was, they was all like, they couldn't believe that they made a fool of themselves for doing him wrong the way they did him. You know, well, really, you know, that's what you are to God. You like that celebrity rich man, you know, and these people, when they do you wrong, they don't even know who they messing with. You know what I mean? They don't even know who you are to God. So, you know, just remember that, man. And that's the message for today, really. And, you know, I kind of went over time, and I didn't really mean to go this long on the video. But the message today is, man, when you know your self-worth, when you know your worth and what you are to yourself, you're going to stop letting people trample all over you like a doormat. And pretty much, man, that's the message for today. Till the next one. Peace.